The World's Greatest Superheroes is technically not part of the Absolute DC series, but it carries so many of the hallmarks of an Absolute edition that I find it fair to compare them to others in that set. This book is identical in the height of other Absolutes, but this one is a little bit wider, as you can see by comparison. The wraparound art in this slipcase is very cool. The dust jacket features a gold embossed title and credits. There's a little bit raised there. And removing the dust jacket, you'll see yet another layer of art. That's what I love about these editions, that you just get all these different layers of art here. The sewn binding is still very tight, despite the fact that I've owned this book for 5 or 6 years. Open up the cover and you see more art, and more, and more. It's just phenomenal. After one brief introduction, we go right into the Superman story. Now I gotta say, if you're gonna purchase one oversized book featuring art from Alex Ross, and there are several out there, this is the one to beat. It features some excellent solo stories. You've got Superman, Batman, Shazam, Wonder Woman. You get the origin of the other members of the Justice League, and then you get this fantastic story of the whole team together. Now, you can argue that this is just a big vehicle for Alex Ross's art, but the stories themselves by Paul Dini are some of the most heartfelt and touching superhero stories I've ever read. And it's the reason that this book tips the scales in favor over, say, Kingdom Come or Justice, which are also available in Absolute editions. As far as extras go, get an afterword by the author, kind of an introduction to how this project started by the artist, sketchbook, which is really cool to see how or how the artist goes from taking live photos to getting to his actual paintings, which are just gorgeous. And last but not least, we're treated to a 4-page fold-out photo of the Justice League. Did I mention it's double-sided? This is an absolutely fantastic book to own. Unfortunately, the hardcover is actually out of print. You can get a used edition for a decent price, and I really recommend it, especially because the softcover edition is smaller than this one. The only small qualm I have is that the original paperbacks from which these stories were collected were actually a little bit larger than this, and it would have been nice to have these in the full size that they were originally released. But that is one very minor complaint about an overall fantastic edition to any comic art lover's collection. It's a treasure.